Hello, everyone on the internet. It's me again. Uh, this will be. It's been a pretty busy week. It's April. I guess last time was the 17th, and now it's the 24th. So uh, I've had my first full week of teaching. Mostly my self-introduction, where I just kind of like talk to the kids about America and how it's different from Japan, and about myself. And they went okay. I felt like by the last few, I had pretty much a system in play. I had a few things that they seemed to really enjoy, and the first bit, like warm up, with this, and show them things they kind of know already, like section and stuff to help them kind of get into the English mood. Um, let's see, what else was. There was an earthquake, my first one ever, just a little one, so it's like I was in bed, just kind of like not wanting to get up, and it's like. And I got a beep 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 my phone. There was an earthquake. Yes, there was. I don't know why I mind my phone when it's right here. You betrayed me. Um, since gotten a few odds and ends, like I have a microwave now. I've been eating lots of microwave food, so I don't have to go to Lawson's. That's the convenience store every meal. I still do a lot though because it's cheap and easy. I've driven around Coogee a little more, now I've gotten used to it. Uh, Met with two of my schools, Coogee Coco and Coogee Osanai, um, which are high schools. And the staff at both places are real friendly. I still don't really know what my lessons are going to be like. I prepared one that was for the same grade on Friday, which was just like they do the first 25 minutes of the class, and I do the last 20. And it was just like reading from the textbook, and then I prepared some graphs. And for this one particular part sentence within the reading, that wasn't even really like the focus of the reading. So, like, the reading was about food, uh, like cultural food going to other places. So, like, how there are Japanese restaurants in America. That's, you know, I forget the term because again, we didn't focus on it very much. It just kind of talked about, yes, Japanese food is being eaten at more and more places, and it's now an officially recognized type of cuisine. And according to this record, just getting them used to specific words like the word cuisine and some terms. But the sentence in there was like, uh, you know, Japanese cuisine was added to UNESCO's list in this year and in the past year. And so the number of restaurants is 88,000 worldwide or something like that. And so the sentence that I was supposed to break down was um, the number of restaurants has increased by uh, 10 times in the past 5 years or something like that. Basically, I was explaining how to describe an increase or a decrease in an amount over time. And so I made two graphs. One, which was an anime Dragon Ball Z, and it showed Goku's power level going up, just to kind of get them, okay, there's something that increased over time, and I just kind of broke it down on the sentence on the board. You had your subject, and then whatever it is, Goku's power in this case, increased or decreased by this much, and you can use just the number, or you can use uh, fractions, or percentages, or in this case, since it's got bigger, it went up by 50 times, 50 times stronger. So one Goku at this level is worth 50 of Goku at this level. And then in, in 1 year. And then I was like, if it had just happened, you might say in the past year. So I just kind of grouped that whole thing down, illustrated it, but underlined the key parts that would change. And then I put up my second graph, which was about that I did by hand and scanned and everything. Had some drawings on it. I'll get it in just a sec. But it was showed like a person's batting average going down, decreasing, and then going back up. And I would ask, okay, from over like 6 games. So I was like, okay, from game one to game two, did it decrease or increase? I asked the class, and I had them volunteer. So I said, decrease. And I'm like, yes, okay, everyone together. The batting average decreased. Uh, and then I did it a couple more times with different values. How much did it decrease? It's like I had the stats out. And I barely got through it both times because it felt like I had a lot of explaining that I have to do slowly so they can understand what I'm saying. And so I don't know how well it went. I think they got it. I had like so many handouts that I had prepared ahead of time because I'm like, okay, I can show them on paper and show them on the board. Between the two, it'll be good. And it took so long in the first class to hand everything out. I felt like I had 5 minutes to explain everything. So in the second class, I only handed out the second graph and just didn't worry about all the other papers, which I had like 40 left. Um, just kind of didn't mind it. And so I was able to write it out on the board more clearly, I think. And like, so I would do subject and then up arrow to increasing, and down arrow to decreasing, and take a big writing on the whole board. I think the second class got it a little bit. So maybe I think I only do that lesson one more time next week. So maybe by that one it'll be even smoother. So I didn't really have any time to do any like games or anything. Just a real quick, question answer type thing. Okay, before I do pictures, so just holding. Sorry. I didn't put as much planning into this as I did mine. Alright, so first up, here's my Dragon Ball Z graph. So it's like just like line, value, 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 and who he fought at each point, just to kind of represent. And I wrote out how much his power increased and how much the time was next to each one. So more for me because it'd be like so they could see the shape, but not the exact number. And so I would write the value and the time on the board, and I'd be like, and then I would just kind of then in the first class, I just kind of said it. I didn't have time to write it out because I was so rushed. But the second time, I wrote it out in full and underlined everything like I wanted so they could say, all right, this first one. So Goku's power increased by 50 times in the past year or within 1 year. And I explained the difference, very briefly. That's the main thing. I didn't get to explain or show why you say it that way. And I didn't really get to comment on when to use this sentence. Because, like, this is a more formal way of expressing this. And I had, like, this sheet that showed, like, examples and like, had the whole breakdown on it and everything. And I don't even think I had a chance to hand this out at the time of it. So, anyway, trying to dwell on this one thing because I have more to talk about. My second graph was this one. I drew all these, tried to make it so the numbers matched relatively well between each other. So I was like, I did ask questions about how long and how far up and down, stuff like that. And at the very end, I was like, okay, from game 1 to game 6, it is right here. How much did his average increase or decrease? Well, I think first I did his average increase or decrease, and it's an increase. And I was like, okay, how much? And then I like erased just the Goku parts from the first sentence, and I wrote this one down, and I had them all say it with me. And I think they understood. We'll find out. Didn't get. I had a joke. I didn't get to do it because the bell rang like right before I finished all this part, so I just summed it up real quick and we talked goodbye. But as you can see, there's a steep decrease in his average and then an increase. I was going to say, what happened here? And I'm not sure. They probably wouldn't have guessed, but if they did, I would have taken a few minutes. This is what happened. He got a haircut. So he had been playing baseball with his hair to where he couldn't see. And so now you can see the ball. And this is an average. I don't know if they would have liked it. The teachers liked it because I showed them. So at least it wasn't completely wasted. And they'll probably put this on the internet